Hi, this is Travis from 10 Farms, and we're getting a little bit of a break from the heat wave today. It's still pretty warm. It's mid 80s, heat index low 90s, but definitely better than it has been. So I thought I'd come out here and see how the plants are all doing. This is that pear tree. They got eaten down by the deer last year, so it's starting to make a nice comeback now. I put some bone sauce on it just to kind of protect what's grown back. Let's see what else we got here. Looks like we got some nice pears coming on here. This is a Bartlett. Those look pretty good. This is the one that's a half and half pear tree. It was supposed to be a Bartlett, but half the tree is a Bartlett and half the pear is a Bradford. So we got fruit on one side and decoration on the other pretty much. Let's see what we got over here. Definitely got some apples coming in. They don't look the greatest. I think sometimes the heat really increases the fungal infections out here. Heat and humidity. But they'll still probably be pretty good. You can see some lines on there. But they usually turn out. Apples are pretty durable here. This tree's looking pretty good. Definitely got some growth this year. Let's check out this Ayers pear. These are always little but sweet. Yeah, there we go. Got some pears there. Let's go check out the peach trees. The one we're heading toward right now is the one that the deer kind of tore down and then it grew back, and it's got a plum tree in the middle of it, it looks like. I kind of figure it grew from the rootstock. But it seems to be doing all right. I think I'm gonna have to put my beetle lures out though. Started to see some Japanese beetles showing up, which they'll just decimate these plum and peach trees if I don't do anything about it. Don't see any fruit on this one anymore. I thought there was one on here before, but maybe it dropped off since it's been so hot. But the tree itself's looking pretty healthy. Now you can see the plum. You might be able to see those beetles flying around in there too. Yeah, you can kind of see them. So I definitely got to get the lures out to take care of those beetles. They'll make a mess out here. Now this one has peaches all over it, so I'm happy about this. This one's doing really well. When this tree has peaches, they're usually really good. There's those beetles. But yeah, this one has really sweet peaches, as long as they don't fall off before they get ripe. They look pretty good right now. Don't think this one has any peaches yet. This was a smaller tree, but it's really got some growth on it this year. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, but no peaches yet. And you can see what I did there is I trimmed a lot of the dead off, but since it had bone sauce on it to protect it from the deer, I just stuck it in the ground next to the tree so that way the sauce can still do its thing. And I'll put some new on later in the year as the deer pressure gets heavier. Check out the plums. So this is the tree that has the really good plums but always gets diseases on it. As you can see, or can't see, most of the plums are gone. So they definitely got something and dropped off. Maybe we'll get a few. There's a couple little plums there. They look like they're kind of diseased. See if I can find one that's closer that I can put the camera on so you can see what they do. It's like they kind of start to leak and bust open, and then they drop. Never did get the milk sprayed on this. It's hard to find raw milk. I did find a place now, so I got to pick some up. So here's a little plum there. This one actually looks all right. So maybe we'll get a few that actually do ripen and turn decent. But it looks like most of them did this. They just kind of rot and drop off. Some kind of fungal infection. There's a little one there. These pears are looking good. These trees are always loaded here. These are the pears that stay really firm. They last a long time. They don't totally ripen. They're kind of crisp like apples. But that's good if you want to store them. 2 of those. That one's loaded up too. You can just see it's pulling them down with the weight. So this plum, the leaves pretty much all died off of it from infection, but then they just grew back. So it's like it tried to die and then made a comeback. I also wonder, because it seems like they all get hit around the same time, if it's something that gets sprayed out on the fields around here and it really has an effect on these plum trees. Seems like the plums and cherries all get knocked out right around the same time, but then sometimes they come back. It's almost like it burns the tips off all the leaves and kills the ends of the branches. No fruit on this one either. But the tree itself looks like it's making a nice comeback. This cherry bush is really disappointing. It did the exact same thing. Same time as the plums. Something just killed all the branches on it. And now they're starting to get a little green, come back now. So it always ruins my crop. There's one cherry there though. See if you can see that on the camera. I'll just pull it out of there. I mean, might as well get it. One little cherry. They're usually pretty good though. And then of course this Bing cherry over here that the deer just destroyed last fall before my bone saws came. It's growing back now. I trimmed all the dead off and put the dead branches around it with the bone saws to help try and protect it some. So it looks like it's doing pretty good now. I'll have to decide what of this to trim and what to keep so I get a nice growth to it. But for now it's really healthy. My other cherry over here bit the dust though. I don't see any signs of life on it. Just looks like a dry stick now. I don't know what happened there. Just didn't come back from the winter, I guess. I'll walk through the little apple trees over here. This one's making a comeback from the deer damage. It seems like after I trim the dead off, they do tend to do a little bit better. They seem to struggle until that. But yeah, it's got some growth on it. This one I think is gone. It just snapped off at the ground and I haven't seen any regrowth. And then this wine sap over here, this was an interesting one. They chewed it and killed it, but it's got some regrowth from down at the base. It seems to be doing really healthy. What I don't know is if that regrowth is above or below the union, so that may not be a wine sap anymore. It might be whatever the rootstock was, but I'll let it grow and see what it is. All these yellow apples seem to be doing pretty well. We have a nice apple crop, I think. Let's check out the berries. I think the blueberries are pretty good this year. I ate a couple earlier. Yeah, several of the plants have berries on them. Some of these plants are finally really getting some growth, and then the other ones, I don't know, they just kind of disappeared. You can really see my comfrey that I transplanted in here is doing well, growing up in between the blueberries. I think my rooting project was a success. This blueberry is looking pretty good. Pick some off of there. Oh yeah, it's definitely a good one. I think these are the best, these big blue ones. I think these are Duke blueberries. These are excellent. Oh yeah, it's really good. Can't beat those. I'm definitely gonna need to propagate that. Even this one's got some berries on it. This little one here. And those have some spice to them. They're good. Got a few here. Let's test this one out. That's pretty good too. I forget how many different varieties I have here. Since some of them have died and been replaced, it's kind of start to lose track of them. I finally got a couple strawberries over here that I was able to eat before whatever little animal got them. They weren't that sweet though. Let's see if we've got any in there right now. I see some tiny ones down there. Let's see if one of these is ready yet. Not quite ready, but it's getting there. Hopefully as those get more mature, they'll get sweeter. My no weeding garden method is not working out so well. It seems to be that I'm very good at growing catalpa trees and thistles more than anything. But there are some things in there that are actually doing pretty well. I'll show you when I walk past there. Got this leek over here that's doing really well. I don't know what happened to the other one. I did have two of these, but now I've only got one. So hopefully this one reproduces. But when you look over here in this garden, you've got tons of oregano. So that really does well, even when you do nothing to take care of it. There's a catalpa tree, got a bunch of those in there. Let's see, we got sage. So that seems to be doing pretty well even with no care. Lots of carrots. These are huge. I love it when they go to seed and reproduce. And then this, I think, is garlic. I planted a lot of garlic in here a year ago. I didn't plant any this year. And none of it came up. And now I got one that looks like it did come up this year. So that's kind of exciting. So hopefully it'll reproduce too. Some more carrots there. And there. Got a lot of amaranth growing in here. So I guess that'll be good. Be able to feed it as chicken feed eventually. Of course, the daikon radishes are doing well in the middle of all the mess there. I had some of their seed pods the other day and they were pretty tasty. Like a little spicy pea. Some more amaranth there. Let's check out these Concord grapes. Oh, you can see the sweet peas in there. They're really growing up on everything. Those pink flowers. I don't know if the pods are edible on those or if they're just decorative. There's even one growing up in that wild pear tree there. So Concord grapes definitely have some grapes on them. The deer came through and ate a bunch of this, but it looks like we're gonna still have some. Hopefully it does well. I'm trying to train it up on this wire here. So I got at least on the bottom wire. Haven't got anything at this top wire yet. Some more grapes in there. Oh, my comfrey experiment where I took the two plants and planted like 30 root cuttings. That's done really well. I've got a whole row of comfrey here now. Some of it you can see through the weeds. As they get bigger, you'll really notice them. Right there's a bunch of it. So almost every one appears to have made it. Another grapevine there. Look at all this comfrey. These down here toward the end that were actual crowns are really taking off. So that is definitely a good way to propagate comfrey with the root cuttings. I'm going to take a few this fall and ring it the rest of the way around the garden. So underneath all the grapevines, I'll have comfrey growing all the way around. Another grape there. More catalpas. And then more grapes here. Can't quite tell if any of these are squash. I put a lot of squash in here, but this grew up with weeds so fast, I don't know if I'm going to get anything out of that. You can see all the daikon pods there. Those things have been really good at reseeding themselves. I can't even get in there now to really look to see if the sweet potatoes did anything. But I'm going to have to cut away through there and take a look at it sometime. The burdock is really exploding there. That's kind of amazing. I didn't know they got that big. And of course my comfrey patch that my cuttings came from, here under the big grapevines. These are really doing some crazy growth in here. A bunch of blackberries and raspberries with them too. Oh yeah, look at all those black raspberries. That's a great raspberry crop. That's amazing. Definitely gonna taste these. Oh yeah, those are definitely good. Really good. I have to have another one here. These are not around for very long either. So when you can get them, you gotta get them. There's a good looking one. Try and get in there. Hopefully nothing's poison ivy in here. See if we've got any grapes up here. Yeah, maybe some little ones there. These don't look as good as the Concords down by the garden. But hopefully the gold grapes over here are doing better. I don't know. They don't really look like they're doing a whole lot. Maybe you can see those with the sun shining like it is. Let's try from this side. There you can see them. I think those Concords over there by the garden actually look healthier than my main grapes here. I kind of wonder if pruning this would help. I've always heard that pruning grapes to get more airflow is good for them. So I might have to try it instead of letting them just go wild like they are. Let's see if the Jerusalem artichoke is doing anything over here. It looks like something broke it off. Look at that. Yep, something chewed it up. Probably the deer. Broke it off down there too. That's just awful. That's very unfortunate. I was really looking forward to that flowering. Some more raspberries here. Black raspberries. Blackberry vines, or canes I should say, are picking up. See if we have any gold raspberries yet. These are some of the best. Yeah, it looks like there's one right in there. Right there. Oh yeah, there's one. Let's see how this guy tastes. This camera just really doesn't want to focus today on the actual berries. So I was picking up the background. See if I can get it on my hand here. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty good. See if we have any red ones. Oh, this is that new blackberry cane. It still doesn't have berries yet, but it's growing well. Yeah, here we go. Here's a red raspberry. These are like candy. Oh yeah, it's like a Jolly Rancher. Just excellent. Some more in here. Those are really good. A bunch popping up over here. And then I got some wild ones here coming up. They're probably black raspberries. I decided to let them grow and just see what they are. Usually I mow over here, but since I saw those pop up, I'm going to leave them. But it looks like I got quite a bit going on here. A lot of berries growing. A lot of fruit this year. So far so good. The orchard harvest will be in a few months still, but everything's looking pretty healthy. I'm happy with the results. Thanks for watching.